Hello, boys and girls. So today we are going to be finishing up our three-dimensional landscape. So for the past couple weeks, we've been talking about different types of landscapes. We talked about a mountainscape, an urban cityscape. Today we're going to be talking about our rural and desert or prairie. So I chose to do desert, but I realized when I was cutting it out that it was super hard to cut out the cactuses, or cacti, I'm sorry. So you don't have to have the cacti in yours, because I realized how tricky that was. So if it's just flat, you can always draw them down here or have it be like a prairie that has flowers. It is your choice which one you choose to do, but I'm going to show you with the cactus. Remember, it is optional, meaning you do not have to do it. So, like we did last week, with only coloring certain areas of our landscape, we're going to be doing that today. So let's start with our rural. So to help us, we put our finger on the side that needs to get colored when it's laying flat, and I can just flip this open and kind of pretend that it's not there. I'm going to open it all the way up so that way my drawing is nice and flat. Or kind of open it like that. That works too. And I'm going to draw my rural landscape. So before I was using a mixed media, meaning more than one material. I was using markers and crayons. So I'm going to do the same thing today. Open these up. Let's see. I'm going to do a... I'm going to do a red roof on one of my rural landscapes. Now, a rural landscapes means kind of more like farmland. So you might, what are some things you might see in farmland? You might see barns or, oops, you might see barns or farm animals, fields, now that looks like a house that would be in Christmas, but color it however you want to. So I'm going to color my roof one color. So maybe that's what you can include in some of the areas, at the bottom. Maybe crops or animals. These are some funky colored farmhouses. I probably could have picked different colors, but that's okay. So maybe I'm going to add more that looks like rows of crops. Got to think about how I want to do this. Put my marker down first. Sometimes putting marker on top of crayon, it gets a little funky and won't color. So maybe these are different areas where crops would be. Ever notice that the tractors make like lines in fields? So however I'm going to add, I'll make a little cow. So crayon's not very sharp. face is a little wonky just because of the way I use my crayon. Maybe he's got a spot right on his nose. Could add a fence. It goes around. So whatever you want to add, go ahead and color yours. I'm going to add 2 different shades of green. So my cow will kind of be playing peekaboo. So when I open this up, you'll see that. Now I'm going to close them back up and I'm going to do my desert. So I'm going to go ahead and color in my cacti. I'm going to outline them and then color them in with a green crayon. I'm going to add another one down here maybe. So in a desert, the sand would be brown. There's not much going on there life-wise. I mean, you might see some scorpions or some snakes, or feel free to include that. I'm going to add one of those, what are they called? Like the dust balls that float around in the Wild West. My dust ball. Probably there should be more brown, but I didn't want to add brown on top of that. Use good craftsmanship. Fill in all your blank spots. Color in nice and neat. I like to color in one direction. And feel free to add as many details as you like. So all we are doing today is finishing coloring up our 3-dimensional landscapes. Then I need you to take a photograph of it and submit that to your assignments in your Google Classroom. Have a wonderful day, kiddos. Look how cool that looks.